We are going to start talking about Snapchat. So can we give a warm welcome to Louis Holzman? He is here to help us out and figure this stuff out.
Awesome. Can everyone hear me? Do I need to pick this up?
No.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
He's a little bit thicker than me.
Yeah, no, that's cool. All right, well, this is super exciting. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Jen and Ashley, for bringing me out here. Happy birthday to Ashley. I don't know if everyone knows this is her birthday today. Yesterday. So one thing I kind of wanted to get a feeler on. We have, a good amount of people in this room, but who actually knows what Snapchat is? Okay, good part of the room. Who actually uses it now? Maybe not in their business, but personally, they have it downloaded even. Okay. So now there was like a big national convention for Beachbody that Gary Vaynerchuk spoke at, right?
Woo!
Was anyone there?
Yeah.
How was that? Awesome. So I guess, Gary Vee probably touched a little bit on Snapchat, and he's actually one of my personal, real big influences in what I do, my personal daily life, all of that jazz. But he's a big person within Snapchat and building up your personal brand, and that's something that I think within your businesses and as a Beachbody coach, your personal brand is huge, because the people that you are coaching, the people that you're trying to attract, they're looking at you, they're seeing what you're doing on a daily basis and how your message is conveyed. And so if you're able to connect on all sorts of different mediums to your trainers and to your coaches and to your customers, it's going to be able to really resonate well with them. So I guess a little bit about myself. I'm Louis Holzman. I don't think I even said that. I'm from Allentown, PA, and I am in the marketing field. And so I guess I'm a little bit qualified to talk about Snapchat. I use it myself. I use it. I'm in a band. I use it for our own promotion as well. And I guess how I initially got invited here is I wrote a couple articles on Snapchat, and I believe Jen saw it and invited me here. So again, I very much thank you for coming here. So if we could go to the next slide. All right, so this is like all the functions of what Snapchat does, a good majority of them at least. And I really wanted to kind of go through this talk and see, what are you guys doing already? What are you using? Maybe what questions do you have? Or maybe not even questions, what do you want to get out of this? How can I maybe even help you? So I guess the first thing that I'd like to have everyone do, obviously not mandatory, but take out your phones, go to your app store, Google Play, App Store, whatever it may be, and download Snapchat. Go to Snapchat, it's one word. If you type in SNA, I have a very good feeling it's going to pop up. And you will find that, hit the download button. And we're going to kind of just go through about what the functions are, how you can use them, and then I want to do a little bit of a demo. And I think one thing that we can kind of implement it at the end is, since we're going to be doing this awesome workout at the end, I think we might be able to incorporate some of the Snapchat features into that workout. I don't know if you guys are up for that, but I think that sounds good for me. So, first thing, what did Snapchat really start with and how did it come up? Well, Snapchat, about 6 years ago or so, it came up onto the market, and that kind of sounds like a long time, but it really took a lot of different dives and turns and has really transformed into something different, because at that time it was a lot of the younger kids, the college generation, high school, even your 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds snapping their friends just a picture of like, hey. And so that's really evolved over time. So one of the things here is pictures. You take a picture, you send it to your friends. Okay, well, that's great. But what happens to it? It disappears in 24 hours. Anything you do on Snapchat disappears in 24 hours. That's kind of what makes Snapchat unique, and it's what makes it different from Instagram, and what makes it different from Facebook. Something that content that you're putting up there is your own personal brand, that people are following you, and it's semi-instantaneous. It's not going to be there forever. So you have to really understand who your market is. You have to understand who you're trying to target in this while you're using Snapchat. One thing to note, that it should not be your only platform. It is an extension of yourself. And that's really a lot of things with pretty much all different types of social media. Beachbody coaches, it's big on Facebook, especially before the app. that you guys are able to go into a lot of groups, connect to a lot of different people, and you're able to gain a following from that, help out a lot of different other coaches and a lot of other different trainers and customers through different motivation, through pictures, through video. And so you don't, I'm not saying, okay, this is Snapchat, yeah, it's big in the marketplace right now. If it's not you, I don't want I don't want to say necessarily you have to use this, because that comes off ingenuine, and your coaches and your trainers and people that you're working with on a day-to-day basis want to know you. They want to see who you are, what you do in your day-to-day, how you do it. What do you put in your Shakeology when you wake up in the morning? How do you mix it up? Are you throwing in bananas in there? Are you what exactly is all going into that? But then on the other side, you're doing your workouts. Where are you going for your workouts? Where are you holding your challenges? So I'm not necessarily saying that you have to post everything and you got to be on Snapchat 24/7. But what's going to be able to relate to your audience, to the people that you're really trying to get attention from. So what did they do here? We have pictures. We have videos. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Do I need to touch on what those are at all? So a picture, you take a picture, you send it to your friends, they can send it back. They see what you are, but you only have a 10-second time frame that picture is there. So after those 10 seconds go, then the Snapchat disappears, and it's possible that if they're really into it, they get like one replay per week, or per week? I think it's per day actually, that you get one replay. And so you can replay the Snapchat if you really like it, but then you have to make sure that that's the one you want to replay, because it's gone for that next 24-hour time frame. And that's something that is kind of behind Snapchat the whole time. So I may be jumping the gun a little bit, because how do you get followers on Snapchat? How do you get people onto this platform? Right? So when you download Snapchat, and if you did that, you can go into your app, and when you first open it, probably your camera will pop up. It'll say, hey, Snapchat would like to access your photos, videos, and camera. Hit OK. I promise you they will not be spying on you. So when you go into that, just take you on the touch screen and just scroll down, and all of a sudden your settings will appear. And that's where you have your add friends, that's where you have your contacts, that's where you have usernames, that's where you have trophies. And that's where also there's a little QR code where you can put your face in. Maybe it's a ghost because you're new, but you can make it your own personal touch, so when people look you up and find you, that's where you will be there. And so what you want to do here within that section where the contacts are, download your contacts that are on your phone. Download the people that you're doing business with. Download the people that are in your training sessions, that go to your challenge groups, and just kind of feel out with them. See, who wants to come join my network. Essentially, that's what you're saying. So to be able to connect to your trainers and to your coaches and everybody that's coming to your challenge groups, you want to basically highlight your Snapchat name if that's a platform that you want people to be coming on. So for instance, in the body of your Instagram profile, thank you, where it says a little bit about you, your bio, I'd put the little ghost emoji and some colons, and then boom, whatever your Snapchat name might be. Because now maybe you have a huge following on Instagram. How do I get them to come over and now follow me on Snapchat? And so now if you have that huge following, you're seeing that they're posting things on Snapchat. And maybe you make an Instagram video. Hey, I'm trying out this new thing. Follow me on Snapchat. Insert Snapchat name here, and we're going to be doing X, Y, Z. We're working on this workout today. We have this Shakeology new thing coming out. Follow us. We're going to meet me at this location. We're going to be holding a challenge day here, and it's going to be super exciting. So it's just another way that you're able to really interact with your audience and get people on that kind of like snap of a finger. Are they paying attention? Are they hearing me? Do they listen? And so the stories function, that kind of goes back to her question with, if they're on there for just 10 minutes and I post a video, how will they ever see it? Well, that's where the stories function comes into play. So what stories is you've got to take a video, take a picture, add some text, whatever you might want to do. And then there's a function that looks like maybe a little notebook on the bottom left-hand screen of Snapchat. Well, once you take a picture or a video, then at the bottom left-hand side, there's three little buttons, and one looks like a little notebook maybe. Yep, a little notebook with the plus sign. You hit that, and it's going to say, come up, add the story, and you can add it to your story if you'd like. And so with your story, you can add as many photos, as many videos, as much text as you possibly humanly can do in your life, honestly. So, people will post, since Snapchat it was only for 10 seconds for video, they'll post a 10-second video and it'll go away, add it to their story, and then they're back on from a different angle talking about the same topic, but it's just 10 seconds later, and they're, hey, back again. So that's a way to connect to people, adding it to your story, that's up there for 24 hours. Once you post it to your story, that specific piece of content is up there for 24 hours. And so if you post something 6 hours later, that also has a 24-hour time span. But whatever that first video you posted 6 hours previous now only has 18 hours left to go. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So that's something that you can constantly have some type of media, people following you, people asking, maybe it sparks a question. Oh, wait, I see that you're going to do this challenge, but I don't know where it is. Can you send me the directions? And how they're doing that is they see your story, and now all of a sudden they have a reason to reach out to you. So they can swipe up on your story. They can either respond via video, via picture, or text. And this is all within the Snapchat platform, and really just, hey, where are you at? How are you doing this? Where can I get this shake? How do I get involved? And essentially, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to build that community base around. Jen, do we have a question?
Yeah, so obviously that's a great reason for us to be using Snapchat, so people can kind of get a glimpse into what we're doing on a daily basis as coaches and how we can actually use this. So how do we use it? Because a lot of people here may have just downloaded this app, so they just take pictures and add it to their story, and that's it. And that's pretty much the simplicity of it. And we're friends, or what's the? It
could be, yeah. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of different features here. And I kind of wanted to touch on each one. I don't want to take up too much time of the Super Saturday, but with that also being said, I wanted to be able to kind of give enough domain knowledge that everyone felt comfortable using it. So if you have questions, please just kind of raise your hand or just shout them out. I'm super open to that.
Doing it.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Do you want to jump right into that? I was going to go over the features first and then do a demo, but we can definitely do a demo first. Okay, so that was the stories. There's different filters on that you can apply to Snapchat. So when you take a picture or you take a video, you can go through and swipe left or right, and you'll add in all types of different filters. And maybe one filter, it's a rewind. So whatever video you took is now going backwards. And sometimes, or it's going sped up really, really fast. There's a filter for the time of day it is, for the altitude that you're at, for the temperature that's going on. There's also something called geotags, which is actually really, really interesting and can really help as far as the narrative of the story that you're trying to play. So what geofilters are is wherever you are in the community, in the world, in your home, in the gym, in Africa, and wherever, there's a geofilter which essentially says where you are. So for example, right now here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, there's a geofilter that says Bethlehem, PA. I think there's two actually, and I believe there's one that says Lehigh, and you can slide it over, so it gives you the location about where you are, what you're doing, and that's something that you can customize and really make. So from a Beachbody standpoint, you can create a Beachbody geofilter. You can have a Super Saturday geofilter, and it's super easy to create. You go to snapchat.com/geofilters, and you're able to go and create that message that you want to portray, that you want maybe a tagline for people to be either hashtagging or using throughout their conference or throughout their challenge. So for example, I heard that there's a challenge off Cedar Crest in 309, right? Who's telling me that? There we go. And so maybe you have a geofilter for that area. You know, we having a challenge day here. We're here in, you know, West Allentown or Fogelsville or whatever it might be, and that geotag says where we're at. So now our followers, maybe you're not really showing what you're doing, but as you're going through your workout, you post your video, all of a sudden there's a geotag that says where you are and the location. People that are following you immediately know, oh, they're 5 minutes down the road. What's the address? I'm gonna meet them. I can't be that late. All right, so chat, call, video. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's something that you can now. Snapchat is literally trying to be your phone. They want you to not even go into any other app. They don't want you to call, text. Typically, you can do that all from this platform. How you can implement that into your business, I don't know. It's something for you guys to really test out, because I feel like calling and messaging people through your typical calling and messaging on your phone is probably the easiest way to do it. But if you only have some people that are from around the world or different states, different continents, and you connected with them and you were able to build your base off of Snapchat, and then you started growing that, and now you have organic people coming to you via Snapchat, maybe that's the only way they know you. And so calling and texting that way is a good way to be able to reach out. The Discover section, that's something that is more on a broader scope. That's filled with tons of news, world news. You know, BBC can be found on there, CNN can be found on there, ESPN, all types of things along those lines. So if you just kind of want to catch up on something new that's going on in the day, feel free to scroll over that way. Best friends, that's a way that you can find out who's interacting with you the most. So when you have Snapchat and you are sending a lot of snaps and you're receiving a lot of snaps, it's from a lot of different people, you're sending them to a lot of different people, but how do you gauge that? How do you really see who's following you a lot, or who's interacting with you a lot, who's really caring about what you're putting out into the world? And with this, I guess I could have attached this to the slide, but you can look up online. There's different emojis. There's like a smiley face, there's a heart, there's a little frowny face, there's like that little smirk guy. And what all of those different emojis signify is, okay, maybe this person that has the smiley face, you snap him a lot, but he doesn't snap you back that much, but he's one of your best friends since you contact him a lot. And conversely, maybe the person with like the smirky face, you don't really snap him that much, but they're snapping you all the time. And so you can kind of gauge who is like really following you, who's maybe like needs a little bit more attention, and who wants to, you know, really grab onto your platform. Add friends, we talked about that. QR code, how do you add friends that you might meet on a day-to-day basis? So we're all friends right here, right? So if we all wanted to add each other on Snapchat, she has it picked up already. Look at it, she has her cue. Can you hold that up? So can you everyone see that? To do a bigger version, what's behind here, what my background is, that's the QR code for myself. So what you're able to do is literally scan each other's phones in that QR code that you have when you drop down in the settings. And you can just hold each other's phones, scan it, and boom, all of a sudden now you're friends on Snapchat. You're connected, and you're able to, you know, further connect and whichever means you may feel possible. So when you're at a challenge, or when you're at a regional or Super Saturday, something like that, super quick, super easy. You don't have to remember usernames, don't have to, just a very quick whoop whoop scan, and you know, you're on your way. You're following this person for the rest of Snapchat eternity. Trophies and snap score, that more so relies to, you know, how much do you snap, what different things do you do on Snap. There's a trophy for your first video, your first filter, your first, all different types of things like that. Jen? No questions are dumb questions.
The Snapchat app to scan your app, is that what I have to do?
Yes. So you open the Snapchat app. Wow, say that 10 times fast. And you open the Snapchat app to scan the code. You have, you know, say I have my code here, and you have your phone here. I'm going to take your phone under the camera where there's a picture, put it over the QR code, and either just kind of press the screen, not necessarily take a picture, but press the screen and it'll register it, and you'll be able to figure that out. Yes?
What do you press to get to that code thing?
It's just
Here, do you
straight
want to borrow
down.
my phone so you can walk us through this?
Yes.
I was going to try to screen share my phone, but
That's how we ended up on the screen. That's why I was on the screen for a second.
Would that be?
If you know how to do that, I'm totally with it. So just to answer her question real quick. So if you're at this main screen here, it's just a pull straight down. And that's going to take you to your settings.
We are literally Snapchat for dummies.
No, that's fine.
You need to walk us through this.
I wanted to blow through the features first, and then we could try to use them once we kind of understood what the features might be. So, all right. So let's try this in tandem with everyone else. Oh wait, did that not work?
I know.
There we go. Okay, so we have Ashley's phone up. Here, I'll take yours back. No problem. Sweet, so we have Ashley's phone up here on the screen, I believe. Ashley, this is your phone? Kaylee's phone, awesome. Hey, there she is. So tap on your face to use the lenses. Tap on your face. Okay, now scroll over. So these are all, oh, there we are. You're hanging like a bat. Keep scrolling a little bit.
Go to the ear.
This is major squirrel stuff. Like,
So this is all just things that are little features that are on Snapchat. How helpful it'll be in your business necessarily. These features, not 100% sure, but it could definitely add some fun to it. And these are all kind of the different filters that I was talking about that you can add. And again, how she did this was just simply by tapping on her face, and the little scroll bar popped up at the bottom. So you can kind of play around with those, see what you like, see what you don't. So Ashley, why don't you take a picture of one of those? Why don't you just press the button right here? Boom. All right. Oh wait, did it disappear? All right, there it is. There's a picture of Ashley, and it looks like she's a dog. And so what she would do here, if she wanted to add more time, she would click the timer thing in the bottom left-hand corner. You could scroll up and down. The largest amount of time is 10 seconds. Then the shortest being 1, obviously. And so now she has a picture that she can save to her phone and to her memories in Snapchat if she'd like. She could add it to her story for not only her followers to see, but if anyone would look her up, they could find her story, and she could do it there. Or she could hit send to, which, just for the sake of walking through this, could you hit send to? You don't have to necessarily send it if you don't want. So now here's all of the contact list of everybody that she knows. And so she can kind of just go through, and I guess she must have just downloaded this.
Yeah.
This baby symbol means new. That means they are new users to Snapchat.
So can you, after we're done sending this, can you show us how to download all of our contacts again?
Definitely. So we don't have to even send this one. We could just go back and redo it all. Oh, she's sending it. All right.
what's that red
It's not my
square?
phone, it's Kaylee.
So what is this red square that's at the top? Do we have an Amanda Steele in here?
That's me.
Awesome. So Amanda Steele sent a Snapchat. And
Yeah.
how you can know that is because the red box means you have an unread and it's new. So if you tap that, so let's all watch.
Get ready, this is a good one.
Let's all watch it. If we tap that
Is
red.
there sound?
I just sent it.
So she took a picture, she added a filter, and she sent it over.
So it's only 3 seconds.
So only 3 seconds. So let's go back. You want to swipe left, right. Swipe right. Oh, nope, I lied. Swipe up. Just hit this.
Yeah. Pop.
Yeah. Okay. So
always go back to the picture.
you hit the picture. Yeah. So now we wanted to say, can we go back to how we add friends? So just go with one finger and just kind of hit just in the middle of the screen like this.
I want to show everybody this first. By the way, it's going to come up like this. When you get the filters, you have to turn it around first so that's facing you, correct?
Well, unless there's a person there, then you can press on their face.
Yeah.
There's always has to be a face.
It has to be a face there to recognize those filters specifically.
Right. Scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down to get to that menu. There we go. Okay, so 2 people added her to add friends. and my friends. So if you could add a friend here. Here you have the drop down of all different people that are probably either in your contacts or have added you. And so you can quickly go click add. Or if you know a Snapchat username, or if you have an address from your contact list, you can then go in and add those contacts. So just for the sake of it, why don't you hit add from contacts? So now this gives you a whole list of people that are in your contacts that you probably didn't even know have Snapchat, that do have Snapchat and are super totally willing to Snapchat you back if you Snapchat them. It's kind of addicting. I could probably guarantee that they will not be offended. So what goes through here is you just hit add, whoever you may want to add, whoever you may want to see your stories, or maybe you want to see their stuff. So if you have a coach and you want to connect to them, and maybe you want to follow them on Snapchat, this is how you're going to want to do it. Alrighty, want to hit the arrow in the top left to go back? So add by code, let's just hit that just so we can add by snap code. Yes. Okay, you might have to do the whole time. It's alright, don't worry about it, just go back. Share username. To go to share username?
Yeah, sure.
So here you're able to kind of message to anybody through a different form outside of Snapchat. So if you want to connect with someone, you don't want to worry about maybe you don't have time to do a quick swipe of the QR code. Maybe you have you're texting someone, you're like, hey, add me on Snapchat, quick do with this. Then you can send them your username and they'll receive it that way through a whole slew of mediums. It really just depends on what's most effective for you to find people there. Jennifer sent, Dana and Lynn sent. All right, let's hit done. And add nearby, hit OK. Searching, to add a friend, ask them to open add nearby. So how about everyone that's in Snapchat right now, open the add nearby function on the thing. So you're gonna scroll down to get to the main menu, your settings menu, and you're gonna go to add contacts.
Yes.
And then from there, you're gonna go to add nearby. Are people in there and it says still searching?
Yeah, I'm adding people.
You're adding people, it's working for you? Nice. Anyone else? No? Yeah, are your location settings on and your Wi-Fi up? That will enable you to be able to find people. If your location services and Wi-Fi are down, then you probably doesn't even know where you are, so it'd be hard to find you. Okay. For the sake of time, can we go back? We can cool. All right, and back one more. And added me, what that is that's the people that have added you, so you can go there, you can see those people that have added you, and then also from there you can add them back.
If you don't add them back, what happens?
Nothing. They don't even know.
That's good.
Yeah, really. Snapchat's very secretive in that sense. They don't tell people when you're on here or when what's up. Yep. Yeah, so it's not like, so you can go in and block people if you don't want someone to see you, or you don't want, there are certain privacy settings that you can set for yourself, but if you're looking to build an audience and be pretty open to people, they'll find you if you're available to be found, and you don't have to feel pressure to add people you don't want to know or don't want to follow back. They won't ever know, and nor will they be offended if you don't. I feel pretty confident about that. So if you click that trophy symbol at the very top, talked about trophies, and obviously she can scroll down and there's a lot locked here. We have obviously a new user, but if you go up to the cell phone and you click it, right up the cell phone, verified your phone number and settings. Woo, you got a trophy. So it really is just like kind of a benchmarks within Snapchat about how much you used of its functionality and how you've been able to go through with it. And so it's kind of just like a fun thing, nothing too super serious. Go back. Then you have your settings in the top right-hand corner. What do we find?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, it's something else.
Oh no. So here is you have your settings. You make your account name. You make your username. You can put in your birthday. You can put in your mobile number. Your email. And that email is more so in case you forget your password, so you can log back in, which I've forgotten a couple times and really had to struggle getting back in. Password login verification. I actually don't know what this is, so if you want to click that, the Bitmoji.
Oh, I can tell you what that is.
Oh, yes.
Create an avatar.
You create your own avatar.
Oh wow, I didn't even know about that.
Oh, God, it's so great. It's the best thing.
Listen, if you don't want to waste time in your business, don't download Bitmoji.
Yeah, I don't know. That looks like yeah, it looks like some humor, personal satisfaction.
Well, yeah, there you go.
So, and I think that what that really goes back to is you want to display yourself and who you are. So if you use Bitmoji when responding to people in text, it's probably great in Snapchat. People know that that's who you are and that's who your personality is, and they're going to relate to that. So if you have a following that's what they're expecting, definitely go for it. But if you're someone that never uses Bitmoji and maybe makes fun of Bitmoji to your friends, I wouldn't try going in and acting like you're this certain character. So really, you just want to have fun with it. You want to be yourself with it, and you want to be able to connect with those people that you're trying to connect with from your other mediums, letting them know, hey, maybe I'm hip and new, I'm on Snapchat too, but this is still me, we're getting down to business, and we're having a lot of fun here at the challenge. What is up, Ashley?
Okay, so when I click save and it goes to, I can't save it now with all that stuff on it, but
You can take that stuff off.
between saved in memories and story, because I need to get rid of this.
So in your memories is something that's saved within the Snapchat application for you only, and that's something that once we shoot this off and send, we will go to. So why don't you send this to somebody or a lot of people?
Can I put it in the story?
You can do both.
Okay, I'm going to vote.
So the send to.
Click it?
Yep. Now at the top you can click story. So click story, and now you have a whole slew of people that you can choose to send to or not, and that's completely up to you. And so my memories, if you hit my memories, obviously it'll save to there as well. I think you had previously did that with the other buttons on the first screen. So you can send it to people, and then that kind of sparks a conversation. Typically, you'll get at least one snap back. Maybe it's a text, maybe it's a video, maybe they're trying to call you. I don't know, but typically it sparks some type of, hey, this is what I'm doing, and now you're going to get from whoever you sent to, you're going to get, oh, well, I'm doing this, or hey, let's meet up because that looks interesting. So it depends. It's kind of like a here now type of moment. Another way of communicating, and now in the 21st century in this digital world, there are literally millions of ways. So it's kind of trying to find a way that works for you to cut through the noise. So go ahead. You want to, if you have all the people there, you want to send it out. You want to press that little button. Boom. There you go. Oh, Amanda Steele. She sent another one.
I'm busy over here.
Oh, let's go. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Super Saturday. That's great. So now, 7 seconds. If you wanted to screenshot this, just like you would screenshot any other thing on your phone, boom. Now you have their Snapchat that they sent to you, and you can use that for whatever you might want to use it. Note that if you screenshot a Snapchat, it tells the person that sent it that you screenshotted it.
I'm going to try to tell my 15-year-old daughter all of this.
There you go. Yes, ma'am.
Screenshotting, I don't view any of my Snapchats in Snap. I actually view them in one of the alternate ones.
So you want it a more private? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I just don't know if we want to touch it, like how you said earlier, they're only there for 24 hours, well, they're really not. I have some from months ago.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I just wish we were Snapchat.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So there are different applications out there, and there's also different. You know, if you screenshot that Snapchat, it's obviously not disappearing in 24 hours. So there are different ways to keep a Snapchat alive forever, and if you want to explore those paths, I'm not super familiar with some of it. I know what the app she's talking about. I've actually never personally used them myself, so she actually might be able to help you out better with that. But I know for sure screenshotting them, that will then, you know, you have what they were sending to you. And as far as your own, down and not disappearing in 24 hours, that kind of goes back to the memories function, which Ashley just brought up. So if we want to go back to the home, unlock the phone and go back to the home screen. Like yeah, there we go. So see this little circle below the camera button?
What does that do?
Let's hit that.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
So this is your memories. So all the Snapchats that you took, on the pictures, the videos, the text, the geo filters, all of that you decided to save will go into your memories. So you can save them to your phone with your camera roll on your phone, or you can save them into your memories, or you can do both. And so here in your memories, you can find them. You can show where it was taken nearby. You can re-edit them. You can save them. You can send them back out. So it is kind of like, okay, I did this, and you know, I saved it in my memories. But then maybe something comes up in a week, and you're like, oh, that was really good. This would make sense if I sent it again, but maybe I'm gonna change it up and make it slightly different. And so that you can do that here for memories where it doesn't necessarily go away forever if you don't want it to. Like I said, the initial function of Snapchat all the way 6 years ago started with pictures and I believe video, and all it was just that picture, just that video. You could send it to 1 or 2 people. There was no story, and you saw it. You're like, wow, that's great, and it was gone. So all these features, everything like that, has really evolved in the past couple of years.
So you said you can re-share from the memory section?
Yeah. So go back there.
Yeah.
All right. So click the.
Edit and send?
Yes.
You might not be able to see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but there's an edit and send
It
button.
says edit and send, and it has stuff in the bottom. I don't know why you can see it on there.
It has stuff in what?
On the bottom, it has
Yeah.
the circle and the pen.
Yeah.
the trash can.
So she's in an edit version on her memories. So Ashley, why don't you try editing it with us? So there, click on that pencil, and I don't know, write something, draw something, do something on here that we will be able to see.
Oh, I have it. Why is it showing?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I think you took a picture actually. So as she's getting that back up, when you're in the memories section, if you wanted to edit it, there's an edit and send button. You hit that edit button, a pencil pops up, and you can make all different colors. You can add a text block, and that text block you can add different types of text. Hey, this was our Super Saturday last Saturday. Maybe you're sending this a week from today. This was a Super Saturday we had. It was on October 29th, and it was awesome. You can't miss the next one. So you're sending it to all your list of coaches, all your list of trainers. This was the whole group that was there, and maybe what you add to that is the text of when the next Super Saturday is, or when your next challenge is that's coming up. And that's just something that you're able to kind of play around with and use. Do I have any questions like off the top of the head right now before I kind of keep rambling on? Okay, cool. So, like I said, I don't want to take up too much time. So, all right, there we go. Awesome. So this was the video that she took, and she added, woohoo! Because we were all having a lot of fun. Yeah, so original. So what she did again here, is up at the top right, is that little pen. Where then that color bar, she's able to pick her colors, and then she's able to add text. But if she wants to delete it, as she's doing now, she hits the little redo button, and now she's drawn again. And there you go. You can hear the sound now this time too. Awesome! We have Valley Super Saturday, and here you can see it again there too. No, that's super cool. So you can, save it. You can be done and save it to your memories. You can send it out to more people. How about you go up to the text block actually up there, just because there we go. Now that wasn't quite what I was talking about, but different emojis. You can click on all these different emojis, you can add them in somewhere, press and hold the pin. So you press the emoji down on the screen. Give it a second. And boom, now your pizza is hovering in your Snapchat video. You guys hungry? Yeah, so obviously, maybe you're not going to use a pizza for your Snapchat business with Beachbodies. But there you go. We got pizza. Whatever it might be. But find the emoji that works for you, and maybe stick it in there. Maybe don't. I don't know.
Just gonna add, you said you don't use it. When you go to those, that feature sheet, just have a chef pizza. That's also where your emojis show up.
Okay.
And you can search too for like.
Yeah. So on the bottom there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of features that you can go into and really make it. You can essentially add anything into Snapchat. I mean, maybe not anything, but you can get really creative with what you want to do, from an emoji standpoint, from a video standpoint, from text blocks to different Bitmojis, like she's saying. Different times of the year, holidays, locations. How custom and how creative can you get? How much time do you want to spend into Snapchat and connecting to your audience? So that's really my basis on the talk, and if anyone has any questions or wants to go over anything specific, definitely happy to continue doing that. Or not, we can move on too. It's cool with me, either way. Yes?
Really?
I'm not
I got like 50
I uploaded pictures from my camera roll and then sent the snaps. If you do a longer than 10-second video, does it break it up into multiple 10-second?
I don't believe so, because you sent it as a text, correct? Like it wasn't actual like a snap, like it was a Snapchat that you sent, but it wasn't like an original Snapchat video, right? Is that what you're saying?
I've only sent pictures. My question is, if
picture.
I took like a minute video in my regular camera video, and then uploaded that to Snap, like from the memories you can pick the camera roll, would that break it up into 10-second segments, or would it do a full minute?
Yeah, it does the full minute, but it wouldn't be. Yeah. And so what it would send as, it would send, can you go back to the home screen? Like the picture, sorry? And then just hit the camera button. Like the capture button, the capture button, I should say.
I'm gonna hear this in my sleep. TV show. While they're getting that, to answer your question, how that gets sent out is it's uploaded through your phone and then sent out as it's the video is still there, but it's sent as a text. That's how Snapchat recognizes it. So when Amanda was sending Snapchats and it showed up as red, and it was like, oh, this was new. If you have a new text snap, it's gonna show up as blue. A blue box. So if that blue box is, then you either click that or swipe right on it, and it will pull up a text field, and that's what I'm hoping they're able to get to. So then you're able to not only kind of text like a text message would be, but then any
external things that you've uploaded and wanted to share then get shared that way versus an actual like video from Snapchat. Does that make sense? Okay. All right.
To your story.
Yeah, you can still add that to your story. You can still send it to whoever you want, and add it to your story. It's just going to be in a different format. Yes.
This goes along with that. I tried to upload a video from my camera to my story one time, and it only would do it in 10-second blocks. So it had to, I went through a lot of trouble for some reason. It was something silly too, but I had to do like on the app, not the Snapchat app, but the other app, and broke it up for you. But there's probably a better way to do it. I was just really
Can you hit this chat button?
Yeah, it's not in real time. Live.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Are we frozen?
It's catching up. It's catching up. Oh,
Where's someone want to get? Is someone in Snapchat right now? Like in front of me? Anyone want to be a demonstration?
Amanda.
Come on, Amanda.
What am I supposed to do?
Just can you take your phone and go to the chat?
Yeah. To anybody?
To anybody, but more so, I wanted to be able to kind of hold it up and kind of like demo it. Okay. So.
Okay, Rainey, you're gonna
So so where we came from here is we're here. We're at the where the camera is, right? And so what I was trying to allude to is this bottom left-hand corner. There's a blue little button that says chat. It doesn't say chat, but that's what your chat is. When you hit that, that's going to pull over who you've been speaking with, whether it's snapping, video, whatever. And if you scroll them with those names to the left, it's going to bring up a text field, text boxes.
So that little arrow thing, does that mean someone screenshot?
Yes, that's exactly what that means. So hit the chat button again, since if this is working. Okay, so now you're in chat. Swipe right to chat. So why don't you swipe right on any of those? Oh, cool. Boom. So now, is Jen in the room? Oh wait, Jen. Yeah, done. Jen. Cool. So now I can write to Jen, or maybe I want to add a picture. So sending photos requires. I don't want to necessarily do this for her, but this to answer your question, if you had a picture or video in your camera roll, right here, and let's go back here. So it's hard to see, but right here is your pictures from your camera roll. This is a call sign. This is right here is how you take a picture. Right here is a video, and right here is some emojis. So if you hit this right here, it's going to allow your camera roll access. So that's where you can upload any pictures, camera. This brings up a call function. If you are on Wi-Fi or have mobile data, you can call. And this brings up video, and I am currently ringing Jen. So
It's not ringing yet.
just give it a second.
But that's Bitmojis as well, above that.
That is Bitmojis. You get nothing?
It's like, I think you need to do it again, so you go through. Oh, wait, see, it says, now it says call.
So why don't you hit that, accept it.
I don't want to face check.
So it's, something similar.
Video call.
Oh my God! It's like,
I see you.
it's me walking into a room.
And here's Jen. Right? Hey, Jen. So it's just, like I said, tons of different functions that you could add here. You can create a bit emoji while I'm still on the phone with Jen. And all different types of things. I can allow the camera to have access, so I can send her a picture. I'm talking, maybe, hey, why are you late? Why aren't you here? The challenge is about to start. What's going on? So, it really all depends on what you're doing on your day-to-day. And that's the message that I really want to drive home with you guys, is that Snapchat is great. It shouldn't be the only thing. I'm trying to exit out. There we go. Bye, Jed.
Bye.
Okay, so
I'm still chewing.
you are still chewing. Cool. Whose phone is this? Whenever you're ready. But yeah, so the message that I really want to drive home with you guys is Snapchat is it's fun. It's super creative. It's something that is very, very customizable. Those videos then that we just took with Jen, you can save them, you can share them. But really, you want to, as far as from a business standpoint, what you want to be able to do is connect with your audience, be yourself, be the people that they know who you are and that they know and expecting of you, and use it as a supplement to what you're already doing. It's not the only thing. It's not going to, be what completely makes you successful in your business, but use it as another tool in your toolbox to connect to those maybe younger generation that you wouldn't have been able to touch before, or maybe somebody else that just is new or from a different area in the world.
So in order to share what the story is on Facebook, like what would you suggest is the best way to get people to then from Facebook to follow on Snapchat? Do you put your username, or like I know you have two names, like I'm under Carrie Gowweller, but then I have like a different line.
Yes,
like
so your
different name.
username
What
is
do you put?
yeah, your username is typically what people are gonna look for you as in Snapchat, and that's how they're gonna find you. But if I was gonna put on Facebook or Instagram or maybe not Pinterest. So whatever medium you have that you want people to find you and follow you on, maybe it's your YouTube channel. What you then want to be able to do is you want to go in and put what your username is, but I would also say throw up your QR code, because that's something that people that have Snapchat can then just scan. They don't need to necessarily have. So having the username, people that know who you are, so people can like search for you that way. Having your QR code available, which you can download and find at Snapchat.com. You can create your own QR code and have it. And I'd say kind of share both of those in tandem, and people will then be able to follow you by finding through that. So I actually found. Want to click two slides? Okay, so here's some videos that I found for Beachbody and some different coaches that are using it within their business. And so I think that not only was I able to learn a little bit from them, but I think you guys might be able to as well. I think I wanted to play just like quick 5 seconds from the top two here. Doesn't matter which one, because it kind of gives you two different feels. This one here is a coach talking via Skype to her team. And it's more of a training about how you can then use and implement Snapchat. And so this isn't necessarily snapping people up here, but it's then giving more of a formal how-to to their team of how they can then use it, kind of how this is going. So you can, and this one is more himself. So it's him on his YouTube channel, but it's bringing his YouTube channel to his Snapchat. So it's Instagram, and he also has 80,000 followers on his Instagram account. And so he uses that to then foil into the Snapchat. So here he is super excited. He's talking about what it did for him, how he was able to do it, and then how we went about going into Snapchat, getting it done, getting the followers onto his Instagram account, what he did during them with the different exercises, things along those lines. So it was these videos are things that I just found and am happy to share if people want, that were pretty relevant to Beachbody. Next, you can play one if you want. It doesn't matter. I don't know what the sound's going to be like.
From Dominator Fitness, super excited today talking about something that I truly believe is going to be the next big social media platform with Beachbody coaching, and that is Snapchat. Dominic and I just kind of started switching over to Snapchat, not even switching over, but adding it to our business these last 2 or 3 months now, and it's already had a huge impact. So I want to share what we've been learning from it, how you can apply it to your business, how you can grow your business this way. Because like any other social media platform, right? Like they're all a different language. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever you're on, like they each speak a different language. So you got to know the audience, you got to know who you're talking to, and you got to know how to talk to them, right? So like for Dominique and I, our main platform up until now, our main platform is Instagram. You know, we have over 80,000 followers on Instagram, and it's kind of been our go-to for building, especially our cold market. You know, people outside of family and friends, college friends, high school friends, people we grew up with. You know, you got to start to reach a new audience with coaching, and just so you can help more people, influence more people. Like what we train our coaches is we're not here to sell people anything. We're here to be an influence in their life. So it doesn't matter if they ever buy anything from us or not. Our purpose, why we show up each day, is to simply influence them in a positive way, to help them want to live a better life, to become the best person that they can be. So anyway, let's get into Snapchat now. A few tips for more of like specifics.
All right, you guys can watch.
Yeah. So really what I want to do with that is you're building your own personal brand, and like I said, Snapchat is something that you're using in combination with every other medium, and it's an extension of yourself. So here he's using a YouTube video to then talk about it, but that's directly promoting his Snapchat and to follow him, and that's going to then get users onto that platform. And they might be watching this YouTube video, but this YouTube video doesn't include his day-to-day. It doesn't include how he makes a shake. It doesn't include the challenges that he goes to. It doesn't include the people that he trains. So then if they're then following him on Snapchat and they're seeing that and they're seeing, wow, this guy really is making a difference, it's something that can really make a difference for you guys in your business. And I think that's the time that I was allotted. So unless anyone has any questions, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.